I am in the central downtown area of Millinocket, Maine. And as the name implies, it's a mill town. In this case, a paper mill. And a paper mill, I forget what the name of it was, but it was built in 1899 originally. And a lot of Italians, I guess, at one point they built the mill, and but over about half the population originally was Italians. The mill grew, and I believe I read that at one point it was the largest paper mill in the world, producing much of the newsprint paper. And so this mill operated for more than 100 years and did not completely shut down until 2008. And I guess anytime you have a town that's dependent on one major facility, fortunes can come and go depending on what happens with that facility. And so nowadays, I guess the economics is more tied with Baxter State Park, all the wilderness, natural resources that you have in the area, fishing in the winter, snowmobiling, and other winter sports, and of course in the summer, rafting and more hiking and all of that. So I think that that is sort of the dynamic in the town. And I also read that at one time there were more than 7,000 residents. I don't know what the population is now. Not a small town. I mean, if you look, I mean, it's fairly extensive. Some older houses, as you might expect. In fact, the hostel, the Appalachian Trail Hostel, I'll show you that in a minute, is an very old house that was expanded over the years into more of a boarding house, probably for workers that came and went from the mill. And so I guess that made it a good spot to have a hiking hostel. There's kind of a plaza there with a gazebo. Number of good restaurants. I just had breakfast at the Appalachian Trail Cafe, and it was monumental. There is the Appalachian Trail, or Appalachian Trail as they say up here, Hostel and Outfitters. And so no doubt the original house here, looks like the porch was enclosed, and many expansions were made on this. It's hard to keep track of for sure. That's my room right up there with a 5.5 foot ceiling. My head's a little sore, not too bad until I got used to it. And these guys are really just getting started up for the season. Pretty flowers. I'll show you around the other side. Kind of like the color of it. And you can see there's a lot going on with this place. The former boarding house. There's Mount Katahdin from Millinocket. It's like early 20th century housing, which you'd expect from a town that prospered originally from that time frame. I have got to figure out what this place is or was. It's clearly not used, but interesting building. And the old paper mill's over there. I'm gonna go check that out too. If you want to track down where the old mill is, definitely follow the old railroad tracks. So this line's abandoned, but you can bet the mill's down there somewhere. Well, here's the fence line. Can't see too much from here. Talked to a local young person, looked like he was 21 or something. He told me where a gap in the fence was, and that we used to get in there and look around all the time. But I don't know. If I was 15, I'd be totally in here looking around, but guess I'm too old for that. That's probably the stack for the boiler. Oh man, I really want to. All right, not gonna do it. It's Father's Day. Surely I wouldn't get arrested on Father's Day. Anybody interested? Come to Maine. So I looked on Google Maps, and there was an area up here called Little Italy. But when I look closer, it looks like it was a graveyard. So I don't know if maybe that's where all the Italians are now. They kind of built this town. I found where it says Little Italy on the map. I tell you, the flowers are all blooming nicely around here. I'm going to try to find the older parts of the graveyard to check it out. This isn't so much a gravestone as it is a remembrance. It says, "Our 1899, our founding fathers arrived. Little Italy flourishes, rich in faith, rich in family, rich in togetherness. In God they trusted. In memory of the families of Little Italy." And this was erected in 2014. I know you can't read that, but it says, "Son of Amy H. Speriti." Maybe that's an Italian name. But when you get to this other stone, I guess with the family name, it just says Spirin. So I'm wondering if that has been sort of anglicized, the name. Well, that's definitely Italian, I guess. Is it Buccione? I don't know. I'm not an Italian speaker. Yolanda Maceta. Oh, there you go. Vincenzo Buccione, 1878-1937. Pasquini, or something like that. So it looks like there's maybe an Italian section to this graveyard. Let's see, it looks like members passed in, let's see, there's 1931, there's one in 1957, and a few others. Yeah, they're definitely mostly Italian around here, the surnames. Manzo. There's another Mondo. There's a Cristoforo Colombo. So the Italian Christopher Columbus right there. Bossier Margus. There's a McGrath. Doesn't sound Italian. So graveyards are both fascinating and sad too. So I've got 3 more hours to kill. Not that I'm killing them, I'm having a good time. Before I catch a shuttle to an Airbnb house on the lake. And then my family's gonna show up there later on tonight. As I keep wandering towards the exit, I'm seeing just all kinds of Italian names now, and they're all mixed. I mean, there was one section that had all Italian, but around here they're all the names are mixed up. So yeah. You know, I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to look up what Little Italy actually was. Maybe there was just a concentrated community of Italians, but I'll have to read up a little bit. These Mainers, they're gonna have their canoes. There's like schools of them everywhere. All right, look who's here.
Oh, it's a video. Oh,
okay. We have arranged them small to large. They got Amelia, Josie, and we have Ben. And there's Peggy. Everybody seen Peggy before? We're on a lake. We're staying there.
Reactions to that?
It's awesome. All right.
The 40-minute one? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, this is the beer everywhere.
Literally.
Hello.
Hey, go get this.
Is this 5-stack?
It is 5-stack.
Oh my god, can I just say, I read your comments every day.
All right, I'm checking out the sunset. Oh, who is this? Who are you?
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Amelia. I am David's daughter.
Oh, I have lake hair.
I know. We just went swimming, and now we're about to have some nice pizza
And salad.
and salad.
Yeah.
Hang out with the family for good old Father's Day.